Hello children, welcome back to the session of computer. In last session, we have studied about the database types and a small introduction about MS Access. You all know that as MS Access is used to create a database to maintain the database of any of the organization. Now, in this session, we will study about how to create a database inside the MS Access and more features of MS Access we are going to study in this session. Okay, so moving on. Now, the topics that we will be covering in this session is starting MS Access, creating database, opening a database, creating a table by adding records, inserting and modifying fields in design view, creating a table in design view, field grid pane and field properties pane. Now one by one we are going to see all these features of MS Access. Fine. Now first we are going to see how to start the MS Access and how to create a database after starting the MS Access. Fine. So to start the MS Access, first you need to enter the start option. If you are having Microsoft Office installed in your PC, you will get the MS Access easily. Fine. So let us start. Click on the this Windows option first, then click on the search bar. Here you need to type Access. Now this is the first option that you get after searching for Access. Click on the Access option. Now this is after opening the MS Access, this is the first screen that you are going to get. So here you will be able to see one template of blank database. Click once on left click on once here. After click once only, don't double click it. Okay, after clicking it once, here you will be a pop-up box appears. So you need to name your database. I am naming it as database 1, any name you can give, and you need to click on this create option. After clicking on the create option, this is the next window that you are going to get. Fine, this is the process for opening the MS Access and to create the database after opening the MS Access. So this is your database 1. Here on the top you can see the database 1 name that you have given. So this is the database that you have created. Now moving ahead. Now before moving ahead, you need to know few terms. Various objects on a database. There are few objects on a database: tables, queries, forms, reports, macros and modules, and pages. In this chapter you will learn about how to create a table and how to create a database and how to create a table using datasheet view and design view. Rest queries, forms, reports, macros, modules, pages you will see in next chapter. Okay, now MS Access store your data in the form of tables, right? It is a database and it stores your data in the form of tables. Now rest of the rest of the objects of a database you will study in the next chapter. So moving ahead. Now so far we have seen how to start the MS Access and how to create a database after starting the MS Access. Now we will see how to open the database that we have already created in the past and how to create a table inside it by adding the required records. Okay, and also we will see how to insert and modify the new fields in that table. Fine. So let us move ahead. The default screen that you will get after opening the MS Access, right? So if you need to open the database that you have already created in the past, for that you need to click on this file option. You are able to see your file option on the leftmost corner of the screen. Click on that and then you need to click on the left column. Open tab is there. Click on that open tab and we have named that database as database 1. So click on that and your database 1 is open. Fine. Now you need to create a table in this database. For that, on the top of this tabs, you are able to see one create tab. Click on that create tab, and under that create tab, one table option is there. Click on that table option. Now your table default structure is created. Now you want to create a table. You want to add the data of the people. So on that ID, if you want to add more columns, you need to use the tab button. Fine. Now here, click to add option is there. On that, click, so you will be able to enter the data. Fine. Here I am entering Sumant, and if you want to move to the next column, if you want to create the next column, so use the tab button. After pressing the tab button, you are able to move to the next column. Fine. Then you have entered the first name. Now you want to enter the last name. For that, after clicking the tab button, you will be able to enter the last name. I am entering last name as Chopra. Fine. After entering, now you need to enter the date of the joining the organization. Fine. So I am entering here any date you can enter. This is just the example I am showing how you can enter the details of the employees. Fine. So after entering the date, click on the tab button, and after clicking on the tab button, you will be able to see that under the field 3, the date that you have entered in some different form, but that PC, that MS Access has converted that date into the default setting, right? So this 15 is the date, 3 is the month name, 3 is the month, and 2010 is the year. Now you need to enter the salary of that person. Fine. Here I am entering salary as 10,000. If you want to add some more details or some more column, then you can add it by using tab button. Fine. Now I am entering the details of the another employee. For that, you need to click below Sumant, one new to get access to the new row. You need to click on that row. After clicking, you will be able to enter the data. Now the next employee details that I am entering it as Ravi. Then last name. To move to another field, again I am saying I am using the tab button, tab button. Now surname I am entering as Gupta. Then again to move to next field, I am using again tab button. Now to enter the date of the organization, you can also enter directly as 4 March 2010. Any date you can enter. You can also enter like this. And to move to another field, you can use the tab button. Now to enter the salary, suppose the salary is 25,000. 25,000. Fine. So like that you can enter the details of the employees. Now you have added. Now here under ID you will see that default value is 4. Fine. It is not 1. It should start from 1. Right. So the default value is 4. I will also show you how to change that default value. First, let us learn how to rename the fields. For renaming the fields, suppose you want to rename the field 1 as first name. So, and click on that field 1 button. Once click, then double click on the field 1. After double clicking on the field 1, you will be able to change the name of the field 1. So I am entering it as first name. Now that field 1 name is changed as first name. Now for similarly field 2, after double clicking on field 2, you will be able to change the name of the that field 2 name. I am entering it as last name. Then similarly for field 3, after double clicking on field 3, you can change the name of the field 3 as date of joining. Now similarly for field 4, I am entering it as salary. Fine. If you want to enter any other details, so you can enter it using the tab button, and you can add the details. Fine. So this is the way you can add details to the table. Now this method is called as datasheet view. Fine. What we have done, we have entered the create tab, then we have clicked the table option, and after clicking the table option, we have added the details to the table. Fine. Now to change the name, to change this ID and to set this ID value as 1, if you will click on this ID, you will not be able to change that as 1. So that 4 is the default value. What you need to do, you need to change that value as 1. Fine. Now so right click on that table 1 option. After right clicking, again I am showing you this table 1 option. Right click on that table 1 option, then under that choose the design view. Click on that design view and save it as OK. After clicking on that design view, here this is the screen that you will get. Now that field name which you want to change it as ID, right? ID. So against that, press the tab button. So you will enter the data type. The data type of the ID is auto number. Auto number, change here, drop down option is there. Fine. Click on the drop down option and change it to number. ID you will be entering it as number only. Fine. Now under this, the default value. Now under this, the default value, you need to change it as 1. Fine. Now after changing that default value as 1, you need to save it. Now to save, click on this floppy disk like icon. After clicking on that icon, your changes are done. Now to view the data that you have changed, click on view. So here you will see that the third row number is entered as 1. Fine. Now similarly you can add records, and your ID will be starting from 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. Now if you want to enter some more columns, so table, click on the table 1 option. Here click on the design view. After clicking on the design view, suppose after salary you need to add some more fields. Fine. So after under the salary, below salary, click on that row, click on that cell. After making that cell active, here under design view, here you will see insert rows. Fine. So click on that insert row, and here you will what you want to enter it as. Suppose I am entering the another column as city. After clicking on city, choose the data type. City. This city, you have made new column as city. Now what will be the data type of that city? City means you cannot enter any number, right? You need to enter any alphabetic text, right? So here choose the data type as short text. You can also choose it as long text, but short text is enough. Okay, click on the short text. Now fine. So to save the changes, again click on the save button. Save it. Fine. Now to view the changes made that you want to see, click on under file button, under file one option is there, view. Click on that view, and here you will see that one more column is added, that is city. Fine. So I am entering this city as suppose Hyderabad, and next city suppose I am entering it as Delhi. And to save this changes, you need to click on this save option, again save it. So in this way you can add the new columns, and you can edit any of the details that you have already entered using the design view. Fine. This ID you can change it as now 1, since since beginning before entering the city name, before making that city column, I have shown you how to change the default value of ID. So you can change it as 1, 2, then next you can make it as 3. In this way you can add the new columns in your table. Fine. So next we will see, now this table we have created using the data sheet view. Fine. Now we will see how to create a table using the design view. Okay. Now there are two methods to create a table inside a database. One is data sheet view and second is design view. Data sheet view is the method that we have just now seen. Now we will study how to create a database using the design view. Fine. Now to create a table using the design view, you need to enter the create tab. Click on the create tab, and under that click on the table option. For datasheet view you have used this table option, but for design view you will use this table design. Okay, click on that table design, and this is the screen you will get. Now here first you need to specify the field name and the data type of that respective fields. So first first field name I am entering it as ID number, and data type will be, I am selecting data type will be number. ID means it will not be short text, right? So from this drop down menu you can choose any of the data type that you want. I am choosing it as number. So short text means you will not be able to enter the number. Fine. And ID is in the form of number only. So to add the next field, click on the row below the ID number, click on that cell so that cell will be active. I am entering second field as first name. First name you have entered. Now number, data type of that first name will be short text only, right? One word. Fine. So next to add the next field, again click on the row below the first name to make that cell active. So here third field I am adding it as last name. Fine. Now again last name will be short text, data type of that last name will be short text only. Now here next field I want to add, suppose it as city. So click on that cell and select the data type, short text is enough. Fine. So next field I am adding it as salary. Salary you have added. Now data type of salary will be number. You need to add number. Fine. So you will be able to enter the salary in the form of numbers. You will not, salary means you will not enter it as ABC or XYZ, right? It will not be in text form. It will be in the number form. Fine. So for after adding these fields, you need to select one primary key from these fields. Now primary key means what? Primary key is the unique value. Using that you can extract the details of that particular employee or of the particular person. Fine. Suppose my primary key or my ID number is 1. So if you want my details, you need to enter my ID number as 1 and you will be able to access the details of me. Fine. So here I am choosing this ID number as primary key. So click on this ID number, and under design, here you will get one option as primary key. So click on that primary key, and beside ID number, after clicking on that primary key, here one key option you will get. Fine. By default, that key value, by that key cursor, it will be set as primary key. Means what? If you get this key value beside ID number, means what? ID number is set as primary key. Fine. Now after doing all this, you need to save the changes. Fine. For saving the changes, click on the save option, and if you want to rename your table as any of the any name you want to give, you can do it here. Okay. I don't want to rename it, so I'm keeping it as table 2 only. Fine. So then click OK. After clicking OK, here you will get under table 1, table 2 is ready. Fine. So to view your table, after saving the changes, click on this view option. So now your table is ready. Fine. So under this you can add the details. Suppose ID number I am adding it as 1. First name I am adding it as Sumant. Last name I am adding. To move to the next column, I am using the tab option. Fine. You can also click on that cell by using your left click using your mouse. Fine. Last name I am adding it as Kumar. City, suppose Nanded. Salary, suppose 15,000 you have entered. Now similarly, you want to enter the details of the next person. So click on that ID number below 1. Click on that cell to make that cell active, to add the details to that cell. So keep it as backspace and enter the ID number as 2, because you are entering the details of the second person. Fine. So after clicking on that, suppose first name I am entering it as Rahul. Last name I am entering it as Sharma. And city, if you want to enter any city, you can enter. This is the example I am showing how to create a table in design view. Fine. So to move from one column to another column, again I am saying I am using the tab option. Fine. Salary, if you want to enter salary, enter it as 20,000. Fine. So to save these details, in this way you can add the details of the more employees. To save these details, click on the, after adding details, click on the save option. Fine. So your table is created. So this is the way you can create your table. Now so far we have seen how to create a table using the datasheet view and how to create a table using the design view. Now under design view there are two terms, filled grid pane and filled properties pane. Now you will study these two entities. Fine. To understand what is filled grid pane and filled properties pane, enter the create tab. After entering the create tab, here table design option you have to click. Just click on the table design option, and this is the screen that you will get. Here for example I am entering here first field as ID. Okay, then data type you have to specify here. Data type, ID is nothing but a number, so only number it can accept. Specifying a data type means if you are entering any alphabetical word inside ID field, then it will not accept. It will accept only the number. Fine. Here similarly various data types are there. Short text, long text. It is used to enter, short text is mostly used to enter the first name, last name, or the city name, and long text is used to enter the address of the user, of the employee. Then number is used for the fields like ID. Then currency is used to specify, it is used for to specify the salary. Fine. Then here attachment, lookup wizard, calculated, all this description is given in your textbook, if you will see on page number 18. Okay, on page number all this description is given. Fine. If you want to have a look, you can have a look. It is not that important, it is just the thing that you should know about field grid pane and field properties pane. Fine. Here lookup wizard is used to enter the data from another existing table. Okay, here attachment, if you want to attach any Word document or the Excel sheet with that user's information, then you have to specify the data type as attachment. You can choose any of the data type that you want. Fine. So next field, suppose if I take as first name and data type which you will specify. First name means short text you can specify. Here under first name, field size is from 0 to 255. You cannot change the field size. Maximum length of the short text is 255 characters only. Fine. Here under short text, this is the properties of that data type. Any data type if you will select, on downside you will get the properties of that data type. Fine. And that is nothing but the field properties pane. It is the properties of the data type that you have selected for your field name, any of the field name. Fine. Here format, input, mask, caption, default value you can set. You can set the default value as A, B, C or 1. In short text or long text, default value you cannot set. It is better to keep it as empty. Fine. Then all this description is given on page number 18 under field properties pane. Here all description you will get. Just go through once and you will know what each and every field properties it means. Fine. Here main thing in this chapter is you should know how to open the MS Access, how to create a database in the MS Access, and how to create a table using datasheet view and design view. This is all about the first chapter. Okay, so here we are ending the first chapter. Now in next session we will start with the second chapter. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to me. If you are having desktop, please practice all this using the MS Access if you are having a desktop at your home, and if you are not having, then don't worry, we will see it as soon as the school reopens. Fine.